Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video ever. I always wanted to make one, but I was not sure how to start the channel. And today I'm a bit nervous, but I will get through it. And before kicking into the main content, I'll introduce myself. My name is Milan and I live in Canada since 2016. In Canada, I'm living on the Vancouver Island and I have completed my MBA from Vancouver Island University. And luckily, during pandemic, I got my PR last November and I'm very grateful for that. So let's get started for the main content now. I have recently traveled to India from February 13th to April 9th. I know it sounds crazy, but it was like 3 years, almost 3 years that I haven't seen my parents, and I canceled my flights thrice last year, so I have to go and meet them. So now, one by one, I'm going to tell you about the documents you require, cost, quarantine, and also going to share my experience of traveling during pandemic. I booked a direct flight from Vancouver to Delhi as well as from Delhi to Vancouver, and there are only two options for direct flight: Air India and Air Canada. And for the date I was booking my ticket, Air India was a little bit cheaper than Air Canada, so I opted for Air India and I booked my flight directly from Air India website. So after booking your flight from Vancouver to Delhi, there are three important documents you must have. Number one is RT-PCR test. Number two is self-declaration form, which is mandatory now. And number three is exception form. You have to upload a negative RT-PCR test report conducted within 72 hours prior to your journey. And you can get RT-PCR test done from private or public health organization. As I told you earlier that I live on Vancouver Island, and on Vancouver Island there is an organization called Island Health, and that is a public organization, and I get my COVID test done without any cost. Self-declaration form and exception form you will find on a website called newdelhiairport.in. I will attach a link below, or you can just Google Air Suvidha. Self-declaration form is a very easy form, but it is mandatory for all the international passengers to fill as per the Indian government guidelines. On the website, if you will scroll down, you can see a self-declaration form, very simple and basic questions. First question is ER number. If you will see, there is no asterisk on that, so you do not need to worry about that. Moving forward, it will ask your first name, last name, passport number. Follow all the questions, complete all the details, later upload your RT-PCR result report on that and submit. After submitting, the form will go to Airport Health Organization, which comes under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Indian government. Within couple of hours, you will receive an email from Airport Health Organization regarding the self-declaration form you filled earlier. In that email, there will be a PDF attached, which is having registration number, and that registration number is important. You have to show that email or PDF to a health official, or you can take a printout of that PDF as well. The exemption form is for home quarantine, so that you do not need to go for 7 days hotel quarantine. The email you received earlier for self-declaration form PDF, if you will read that, at the end it says you have to do 7 days hotel quarantine and 7 days home quarantine. So if you do not want to go for 7 days hotel quarantine, you have to fill this exemption form. The registration number you can see in the PDF, you can use the same registration number in the exemption form. Complete the form, it is the same similar simple form, and once you will complete that, within 8 to 12 hours you will receive another email that your request has been approved for home quarantine for 14 days in India. Now you have all the documents ready at the airport on the day of your flight. They will just check your COVID test report. Immigration is quite easy, and in flight you will get 3 meals. Two are packaged food, which will be already on your seat, and one meal you will get after like 6 or 7 hours of journey. It was literally full, but once you will reach India safely, like they will check your COVID test report, self-declaration form. Just do the Indian custom like immigration and all. After that you can go and take your luggage. Once the luggage part is done, if you have a flight, you have to take your flight to whichever the state you're going to. But if you're like nearby Delhi, like Haryana, Punjab, Jammu Kashmir, and you do not have any direct flight, you're going by road, you have to find your state aisle. Like there will be a section and you have to go there, show your COVID test report there. They will ask you your permanent address. Once everything is verified, they will put a stamp on your hand that your COVID test is like approved, and then you can leave the airport. Now the document you require while you're coming back to Canada or coming to Canada: number one is your COVID test done in India. Number two is your hotel quarantine. Number three is ArriveCan app. Number four is your COVID test done in Canada. And number five is your 11 days quarantine plan, like where you're going to stay in Canada after the hotel. Need is COVID test done in India. That is also like must be negative, and it must be within 72 hours prior to your journey. I booked my COVID test in India through LifeLab because they came to my place, took my sample, and I got my result within 24 hours. Number two is the hotel quarantine. I booked my hotel in last 3 to 4 days, but I will recommend you to book your hotel in advance if you need or if you want a cheap hotel option. Because if you're booking in near the last days of your traveling, then you might not get the like cheaper option. I am staying at Fairmont Waterfront. Hotel is amazing. Like I'm having good view, but of course I paid like double the price comparative to the cheaper hotel option. Number three is ArriveCan app. Download ArriveCan app. It's very simple. Fill all the instructions, and in ArriveCan app you have to enter the registration number for the hotel. Like once you will complete the hotel form, then you have to enter the registration number in the ArriveCan app. Number fourth, once you will reach here, everything is done, immigration and all. They will check your ArriveCan app, COVID test report done in India. Everything is done. Then you have to go for COVID test in Canada at airport. It is a swab test. Result take 24 to 48 hours. Like right now I'm in hotel. I came on 9th April and I got my result on 10th April early morning. Once the result is negative, I am allowed to leave hotel on the same day, but as hotel charges are not like non-refundable, so I'm planning to stay here for 2 more days. After 3 days, I'm going to my permanent address for next 11 days quarantine. At airport, they also give you a kit for another test which you have to do in next 9 days. So once I will be at my place on ninth day, I have to give that test, and their official will come and take the sample from my home. So that's all the documents and things you require while you're coming back to Canada. Now the expenses, that how much money I spent on COVID test as well as on hotel. So the first COVID test I gave was in Canada before leaving for India. So it was through public organization. I paid nothing. It was $0, completely free of cost. Second was the COVID test I gave in India before coming back to Canada. It was through private organization, and the price range was from 500 rupees to 1500 rupees. Number three is hotel. Hotel prices are from $900 to $2000, depends on the hotel you're picking. Number four is the COVID test I gave in Canada, like when I reached back. So it was also through government, and I did not pay anything for that. So that's the main like expenses, except that like whatever I spend is on my own food and all, but that's all. Thank you very much for watching my video. Really appreciate your time. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. This is my first video. I tried my best to provide you as much as information possible, and moving forward I'll try my best to improvise my work. And if you have any question, recommendation, suggestion for me, leave it in the comment section below, or you can DM me on my Instagram. I will try my best to work on that and provide you the correct solution or answer for your query. And for now, it is a wrap. So stay safe, stay healthy. Do not forget to smile. Remember, you are amazing.